people love to see Goldberg. They love the who's next. They love the spear and walk off. And it's like, oh my God. They love the annihilating people in like a matter of minutes. The match doesn't even last like the span of what really a match would last. People love all of that stuff from Bill Goldberg. But ultimately, in the WWE, it counted for very little. We're not too far away now from Bill Goldberg versus Gunther at Saturday Night Main Event for the World Heavyweight title. And I call him Bill Goldberg almost for like dramatic effect because he is in trouble. He's in trouble with me because how many times is he going to return to the WWE and just get a title shot, like straight off the bat, no questions asked? It's almost like this title doesn't mean anything, you know? And yes, it isn't like the main world title, but let's not, pretend like this hasn't happened before with the main world title when Brock Lesnar was champion, so to speak. So, we are in a situation again where Bill Goldberg just walked from outside the company being completely not used or anything like that for what was the last time he was in WWE? Sometime in the pandemic. So we're looking at maybe a 4-year gap or so now. Yes, he had a little showing in the front seat in Atlanta last year, Bad Blood or whatever it was. But come on, that wasn't like a program. Like, this is Bill Goldberg walking into the company again and just getting what he wants again and being able to now go off into the sunset. He probably won't return. We all know this is for his retirement, which, okay, let it go. Let it happen. If you're going to retire and this is the way they're going to do it, okay, cool. But there is a fundamental problem with him just returning and getting an opportunity and squandering it. And I can say squandering it because if you look at Bill Goldberg's last record for like coming back into the WWE, in like 5 out of his last 6 matches he's had, they've all been for the world title and he's lost every single one of them. So when he's coming back, it's not even like he's winning it, carrying it for some time and then putting someone over. He's literally coming in, taking a position from somebody else, squandering it and disappearing into the night again. Like, Bill Goldberg in the WWE, I think it's fair to say it's largely been a failure. Like, and I'm talking as far back as, 2002, 2003, when he first showed up after his WCW contract. It's largely been an absolute failure. Like, it really hasn't worked. And I feel like there's a multitude of reasons as to why it hasn't worked. Like, obviously, when he first came over anyway, people wanted him much earlier, maybe the best part of 2 years before he actually came to the WWE, but he had a contract. So it's like, why am I coming to work for the WWE when I've still got a WCW contract? I'm still getting paid from that contract. I don't need to get up and start doing work. So he didn't come at the height of, the excitement around him. Then when he finally did come to the WWE, it was almost like, well, it's a bit too late now. We were in the midst of the reign of terror with Triple H, and through no fault of his own, I do think that, he wasn't really given the opportunity straight off the bat. They really made Goldberg wait, and that might be part of the egotistical side of Vince and making sure that WCW guys never looked better than WWE guys at any point. But he finally got his hands on the title after waiting for quite a while after that debut. And the title run was less than 3 months, if I can remember correctly. Like, for the times he has held a title in the WWE, I don't think Bill Goldberg has had the title for more than, let's say, a 4-month span. Less, maybe in and around 4 months, 120 days. That is how long Goldberg has been a champion in the WWE. So it's like someone that you kind of just drop everything for and let come in and take up world title opportunities when he was in his heyday and could put on decent enough matches that you would believe, you weren't really crowning him and giving him decent runs with a championship either. And there is a difficulty in booking Goldberg, I would say. You don't want to necessarily see him just run through everybody on the roster. But come on, Bill Goldberg, those times as well, 03 and stuff like that, he should have got more. He definitely should have got his just desserts and just dues. But WWE chose other guys. They chose other guys around that time. And since then, he's been pretty much used as an attraction, brought in for like big one-off angles, one-off paydays, marquee shows. And you get it to an extent. Like in his heyday, Bill Goldberg for sure was like, let's say, I say in his heyday, I think I can quite comfortably say Bill Goldberg is top 20 wrestling drills of all time. I think I can quite confidently say that. So when WWE were using him as that kind of come in for the big shows and stuff like that, it makes sense because people love to see Goldberg. They love the who's next. They love the spear and walk off. And it's like, oh my God, they love the annihilating people in like a matter of minutes. The match doesn't even last like the span of what really a match would last. People love all of that stuff from Bill Goldberg. But ultimately in the WWE, it counted for very little. Almost nothing, I would say. Like, even if you think of it from a point of view of who did Goldberg ever kind of put over in the WWE? Who got one over Bill Goldberg and went on to real kind of superstardom and became someone? Did we even do that? And if I'm forgetting someone, please let me know down below in the comments. But I don't remember anyone that really kind of prospered off the back of Bill Goldberg in the WWE. I'm talking about '03. I'm talking about all the other short runs between then. And I know there's some people that got some good wins over him, a McIntyre and a Lashley and stuff like that. But those were already kind of made men by the time they are facing Bill Goldberg, you know? So it's hard to really kind of quantify how well he did for the WWE in terms of an on-screen character. I can't say it was good. And I'm a Bill Goldberg fan. I grew up on Bill Goldberg. That was my guy. That was my guy in WCW. But in the WWE, it just didn't really work for him. I don't think it ever did. But he's found a way to continuously cut paychecks from the WWE. So big up him. It makes sense. Like, why wouldn't you do something if they keep asking you back and stuff like that? And if you can say, I want a retirement match and they want to put it on, then, you know, why wouldn't you do it if you're going to gain from it financially and take care of your family? It's one of them ones. Like, I really do think that Bill Goldberg, in his heyday, great talent for what he would give us. Like, those matches are just absolutely fire. Just 5 minutes of just fury, like car crash wrestling. Like, absolute car crash. It's going to last 5 minutes and it's going to be absolutely chaotic. I'm here for it. And I'm hoping him and Gunther give us something similar. You know, I really do hope that night in Atlanta is a really good send-off for Bill Goldberg. And it just highlights and brings us back. And I hope there's like even like a few hope spots that Bill Goldberg is about to beat Gunther. But my God, he better not beat Gunther. I don't think we're in for that anyway. But let's hope that doesn't happen at all. We're nowhere near that, hopefully. But yeah, man, all I can say is I just think the truth about Bill Goldberg's WWE career, it was an abject failure. You know, it really was. Like, as a top guy, I guess he done what he needed to do and found himself in the right spots at times. But really and truly, what was the meaningful thing that he did in the WWE that we're going to remember him as a great WWE superstar? I think we'll forever still say Goldberg was a fantastic wrestler for WCW. And I really do think that's where his best work lies. And, you know, he's always going to be remembered as a WCW guy because, yes, he's finishing his career in the WWE, but over all the years, all of the appearances that he's made, he just hasn't done anything of note for me personally as a WWE wrestler. But yeah, you guys, let me know down below in the comments, what do you think of Bill Goldberg's WWE career?